Holy shit, it's Spike Spiegel! Nah, just kidding, it's Robin. Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Eddie, and another week and another amazing episode of Heavenly Delusion. I love this show. So, yeah, today's topic is Kiriko lore. Or Haruki, as his real name is. Okay, so, as it turns out, he really is the racer sister. You know, the girl, the guy at the farm was, coming in to look after her. It turns out society hasn't completely collapsed. There does appear to still be some sort of, civilization around, which is, that's pretty interesting to know, because most apocalypses just have everything gone, but looks like there is some sort of, Fallout style, society, post-apocalyptic society still sort of existing, so that's pretty cool. Another side note, I noticed that the racer fan from last episode is actually there at the races, cheering Kiriko. So, well, that's a nice little Easter egg. Another thing I wanted to point out is that Haruki, he's got the jacket that he wears even after he turns into Kiriko later on. So I guess there's that. We also got to see the moment the actual photo was taken of all those people Kiriko carries around in their pocket. So yeah, that's also nice to know. Although I suppose I probably should have expected that. Anyhow, I really like the characterization this episode. I like Haruki's little crossbow. Apparently he's also a Sescon. Actually, that would explain why he tried kissing the reflection back in, I think, episode 1. Then again, I presume that going to your big sister's race is something that you just, be expected to do as a little brother. And look, of course there's a man-eater on the tracks. Instead of, running out onto the racetracks, because he's not going to be in any danger there. He could just, run out and wave his arms because they're all just little Mario Kart style go-karts and, stopping the race by saying, hey, I saw a man-eater on the tracks over there. He instead decides to go hunt it down himself with his crossbow. Yeah, great idea, buddy. Also, the battle with the man-eater went a lot worse than I initially imagined. Although, again, I should have probably expected that he was going to die in some way. Or, get really hurt because, the whole body transfer thing and all. I realized he was doomed the moment he tossed, the moment the gun didn't hit. And it looks like it's a single shot gun, so he couldn't reload the thing. He only had, one bullet, it seems. So yeah, after we fired the crossbow, and he was like, alright, this isn't it, and he decides to pull out the knife, I realized, yeah, this kid is doomed. The fight went about as well as I expected after that, although I didn't really realize the results would be this bad. I'm surprised he was able to open his eyes at all, after losing 60% of the body and just being reduced to a freaking torso. I was certain he was just dead right there and then. I'm really curious what those two gunshots represent. The two gunshots that sandwich that really creepy scene of Kiriko walking into the red sun. God, that was so creepy. It gave me the SCP, when day breaks vibes. I'm not putting that up on screen. It's just too scary. I can't assume it's just a metaphor for her dying, because there's something else to it. Especially when we know that she's walking towards the man-eater symbol, the man-eater eye symbol. I don't know what you call it. You get what I'm saying. And there we have it. Haruki is Kiriko now. The doctor's gone, as is everyone else in the orphanage. Whether they were murdered, kidnapped, or went willingly is completely unknown. I'm not sure why the doctor didn't take Kiriko / Haruki along, and I assume that what do you call it? I assume that the surgery wasn't the doctor going up to Kiriko and saying, alright, we can save this guy's life by putting his brain inside of your body. So, you willing to accept that? I'm pretty sure it wasn't that. I just assume there's some smart reason we don't know about that yet. And I'm pretty sure everyone's guessed this already as well, but there's definitely a connection between that heaven place and this orphanage. I'm pretty sure, I'm certain that some of those kids are still alive. They have to be. And they might even be in heaven as, alongside the guys we've already seen so far, maybe in a different compartment. Although, while I was writing the script, I came across some other guys saying that heaven, if we look at the cameras, heaven takes place in 2023, whereas this takes place in the 2040s. I'm not sure how accurate that information is, but if that's true, that's a pretty big game changer. So I don't know. We'll have to look into that one. By the way, was Kiriko jerking it in that one scene? By the way, hey yo, what? I mean, I get you're a Syscon, but holy shit, that is, bro, what, what, what? And yeah, I guess that's all the Kiriko lore. Poor Maru, turns out the girl you like is actually a guy. Man, that's gotta suck. Oh, yeah, but it turns out Kiriko's not trans. They're literally their brain has their body literally does not belong to them. Their brain was literally torn out and transplanted. That's yikes. You know, that fishy man-eater thing looks suspiciously similar to the drawing Kona made of the fish. And now Cuckoo seems to have claimed to have seen a baby before and said that they don't have a face. So yeah, something is really wrong here. They this anime. They give us they answer a question and they leave us with 10 more. So I guess we'll have to wait for next week for the answers. Though I have no doubt that that'll just leave us with even more questions. Oh man, I'm really liking this show. I think the ED was actually changed as well. Like, yeah, when like Kiriko was brushing their teeth, like I think the reflection of the original ED showed it like as Kiriko, and then now it shows them as Haruki. So yeah, that's pretty interesting as well. But yeah, I guess that's really all there is for this episode. I can't wait for next episode. Anyways, again, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode, and I guess that's that. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment if you haven't done so already, and I'll be off. The sky's up, and this show is absolutely wild. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.